You're watching Car and Bike. My name is Shams and this is the Audi A8. But not your regular Audi A8. This is the A8 Security or the armored version of this flagship sedan from the German car maker. This car has been protecting the rich and famous all over the world for a very long time, and today on Car and Bike we're showing you the special features the Audi A8 Security comes with. How safe is it? What are the salient features and how does it actually keep the occupants safe while on the move? But before that, if you still haven't subscribed to Car and Bike, please do it right now. Also press the bell icon so that we can meet you regularly and get you cars like this one. Now what is special with the A8 Security? First, let's begin with the color, because usually you would see this car only in this black color unless otherwise specifically asked for, and there's a very good reason for it. The reason is that it merges well with other cars. It does not really stand out so that you are safer in this car. The good thing is that it looks exactly similar to the regular version of this luxury sedan, so that identification is not easy of this particular vehicle. You see these strobe lights here, they can be switched off and then the car would look exactly like your regular version of the Audi A8. So you talk about the headlamps, the grille, and the way the car has been designed, the hood, everywhere it's all the same when you compare the security to the A8. But this is an armored version, which means you get a lot of strength and thickness. So this is much heavier than the standard car. Around 4,500 kilograms is what this monster weighs. So it is quite heavy, and an important integral part of that are the doors. Look at this. Now 160 kilograms is what the weight of each door is. So now if you add all the four doors, it crosses 600 kgs. Now this is actually quite heavy. You can move this and feel, and I don't know who can tell you, but this is actually very heavy, and you get the highest levels of protection. So the doors or the panels, they get VR9. The glasses, they are so thick, they get VR10 levels of protection, which means you just cannot get better than this. This is the maximum level of protection you can get on an armored vehicle. And what is also more important is this. In fact, the tires are the most important part in an armored vehicle. So they would look similar, but they are quite different. These are packed tires. So it doesn't matter in what situation the car is in. You might be going through an ambush, somebody will be firing at this car. Even then, these tires can run at a speed of 80 kilometers per hour for a distance of 80 kilometers, and that will bail you out from the most difficult of situations. So how's the cabin of the A8 Security? Is it different from the A8? Well, of course, it will be different. To begin with, you get all the luxury features which you get on the A8. So the touch screens, the climate controls, the music system, everything is there, and you like that as an occupant. But of course, this is security, so you get additional features in the cabin. So you have a fire extinguisher system here, and you also have an emergency air inlet system. In case the car is surrounded and you can't open the doors or windows, you can get a supply of fresh air even in a situation like that. And a very integral part is this. Look at these doors. These are heavy, and sometimes you may not be able to open them due to certain reasons. And then what you do? There is dynamite stored in these doors. So you have to press a button, the dynamite will blast, and the doors will actually throw open themselves, and they will separate from the car to facilitate a quick exit for the important person sitting here. You can notice that there's no sunroof in this car, and that is one of the additional safety features given in the A8 Security. Now this is where the most important of the persons will sit in the A8 Security, which means you need, apart from safety, a lot of luxury as well. And you can see these are two different sort of spaces for two occupants here with this big panel in the center. You have 4-zone climate control in this car with a lot of functions here. You can see through the buttons you can do switch on and off the blinds, lights. Seats have heating function as well as massage function. So there's a lot for you to play with in this car. And then your luxury factor will increase. The buttons are given right here in the panel as well, and there's a boss mode as well to push the front seats forward. And you have this big screen too in the A8 Security on the second row. Now depending on what you choose, the glass here may or may not roll down. That's another safety feature, and if you want as a customer, it could roll down, but mostly the buyers of this car would prefer the glass stays intact to increase the security in this car. Now a car as heavy as this would obviously require a powerful and a quick engine to do the magic, and that is what you get with this V8 TFSI. This is a 4-liter unit, and the numbers here are quite insane. So more than 550 bhp maximum power and 800 Nm of peak torque, which means this really heavy car can go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just around 6.5 seconds, and that again will bail you out in the most difficult of scenarios. Now, of course, I don't expect an armored version to be expensive, but how expensive is the A8 Security? Well, to get your hands on this one, you have to shell out a cool 15 crore rupees. Yes, you heard that right. That is the price of the A8 Security. And if you order this now, the time that the company will take to give it to you is around 6 months, because this will be made at a secret location somewhere in Germany, which we don't know about. You also won't know where the car is made, but it will take 6 months for the car to come to you. And that is the Audi A8 Security. What did you think of this car? What do you think of this video? Let us know in the comments below. This, of course, is for the rich and famous and really exclusive, but this one guarantees absolute safety. Thank you so much for watching.